On the banks of the Mississippi River, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, a storied venue, and soon the fog will rise off the Big Muddy, and will it also bring a victory for the beloved Bayou Bengals, Tiger Stadium, home of LSU. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons, taking on the #1 team in the land, the LSU. Great spot to start this drive for the offense. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. There's always that issue of conference pride, keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, David. And I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room, you've had this game circled all off-season. This game is your opportunity to prove, not just to your conference, not just to the SEC, but to everybody in college football, just how good you are as a team and how good your conference is.
3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
A really nice job by the defense, understanding the situation. We know they like to run the touch pass. Great job selling out, seeing it, bringing those guys right down, flying into space, getting the fast, speedy wide receiver on the ground. Nice 3rd down stop.
The Tigers will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds his man and they convert. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
They want to just keep throwing it. He looks that one in nicely. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. On target. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Nice job by this guy finding the slot guy on a drag.
Yeah, receiver just working his way across the field, giving his quarterback a nice, easy target. That's an easy completion.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers! That his 40th career touchdown run.
This guy's had a lot of success throughout his career, but 40 touchdowns is something that's pretty commendable, David. He continues to challenge himself each and every game.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last drive really productive, David. Wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out, he had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And the incomplete pass. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Not much movement there. It's a gain of 1, gets him out to the 5. Guys, LSU has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. He's looking to throw. Makes a grab over the middle. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. The Tigers will move the sticks. This offense tries to get rolling from its own 15 on 1st down. He's going to pass. Flips it out in the flat.
It's a really nice play there. The thing about this guy, he forces the defense to have to stay disciplined. You just can't take a play on. He reminds me of an old LSU quarterback that I used to play against, Herb Tyler. He was a guy that could hurt you throwing the ball, but he was also shifty and he could extend plays. We had a great defense at Florida, full of NFL dudes, but he just never let you feel comfortable.
They stripped it out. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turn. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Quick completion on the out. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, They are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
And here comes the offense on second down. The inside handoff. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Signals for the fair. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead. Going over the top. Snatches it on the right. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger, and that is swagger well earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud, Reese, and be like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
Well, jet sweep pass. Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the first down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. They'll try the run. There to stop him after a pickup of 3. It's down to the 15.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. He's right on target. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown LSU!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, man. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. Got the back over the middle. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is ready to give them a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the...
Going for it all. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
2nd and 10 after the previous play. He's looking to throw. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. It's complete to the left. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. I'm not sure this was ever a real decision. They'll go for it on 4th and inches. Quarterback keeps it. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. He's going for it all. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. The catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. And on the opening drive of the second half, you've made adjustments, but sometimes you underestimate the fact that the defense is ready for your adjustments.
And they've made their own adjustments as well, and they're allowed to sit there in the locker room and think and wonder about how you're going to attack them coming out of the tunnel. Great job being ready.
First down for this offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Intercepted. Looking for more room. Not only made the pick, but he also made up some ground and took it back to the 38.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
And the Tigers will keep this drive going.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. He's looking to throw it. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Tigers! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
That is exactly what you want from your quarterback. Hanging in there, letting the route develop, throwing the football down the field while you're getting hit, and the receiver does the rest and runs into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. He'll take it himself. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine, but then it's scramble.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
All right, offense, it's got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to pull it.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And they didn't have to blitz. They brought in the dime package, more speed on the field so we can cover in the back end and then let the D-line do what great D-line do.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. No return coming. He'll call for the... One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. He's looking to throw. He's got the back in the middle. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
He'll take a deep shot here. And he's got it at the 25. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And the punishment has been extended.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Little touch pass to the receiver. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth game if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Gets it to the back. He's off to the races. Touchdown, LSU! And the pummeling has started.
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Firmly in control of this game, we'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out. And this game's...
Oh, he wants it all. He's got it down the right side. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Tigers! And the route is on.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.